Is the Lego Technic Ford Bronco SUV really worth 1100 Rand? Let's find out. If you are new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button, like, follow, share and comment for many more Lego reviews like this. Let's dive into what the Bronco really is and what's contained in the box. Moving on to what the front of the box looks like, we can see a Ford Bronco on rocky terrain entering some shallow water. Moving on to the rear of the box, we can see a nice rear view of the Ford Bronco, some features showing the steering or the steer by the rear tire, and showing a few features such as opening doors, the opening bonnet, and I can spot a V6 engine. Moving on to what comes on inside the box, we have a tiny sticker sheet, which is unusual with Lego sets, as they are always well known for giving us hefty Lego sets with a lot of stickers. So really not that bad, guys. The stickers are great. Adds a lot to the car, and that's it for the stickers. Moving on to the manual. um, we have a nice picture of the Bronco. It's in fact a 3D view if you like to know. Usual QR code for your online manual, and more renewable packaging, guys. And straight into the instructions, as this is just a 10 plus set and not an 18 plus set. So you get your usual instructions, your parts list, and there's some extras in the end here. So here we go. We have the back of the box repeated, sadly, and we got a nice double view of the Bronco. And again, I do not see why they could not point the both cars in the same direction. A lot of engine specs, exactly what is being repeated in the back of the box, and then wraps it up with the manual. Now, in terms of bags, we have 7 numbered bags, including an extra one, guys. The extra plastic package included the tires and things like a building frame like this. So, like bigger parts that could not be packaged in average packets were packaged in those, like this frame over here was included in this packet. Okay, guys, now that the bags are all out of the way, we can now focus on the completed Ford Bronco. So now, in terms of the features, I'm going to go over them quite briefly and quickly because there's not much to talk about with this set. So moving on, we have a steering, and very cool feature is that you rotate the spare tire to actually rotate the front axle. And I'll just turn this over for you to see. And yes, it does have a steering rack, and it turns with the rotation of the gear and rotates through those series of gray and red gears, as you can see. I don't know whether I can bring you more closer. Yeah, so those red gears, as you can see right there, twist to rotate the spare tire. Pretty cool feature, guys. Now, moving on, in terms of the suspension, we have a front independent suspension. Well, not so independent, guys, and I'm going to get to that point just now. Front independent suspension, and I'm actually going to show you nicely. So the travel is quite good, I won't lie, and you guys are probably surprised why is the suspension going down and not side to side, because it's a small scale vehicle. Well, moving on to the point that I mentioned earlier, the not so independent axle. So this was a surprise to most of the Lego fans when this set released, and this front axle actually is suspended through one shock, which is unusual in Lego Technic sets these days. Usually there's a shock connected on each suspension arm, but this is controlled by absolutely one shock. So yeah, there's the shock right there, guys. It's right there, this yellow thing. See, if I press both tires, you can just see how the one is being compressed. Yeah, so it's compressed from one tire, and this little suspension arm piece, um, yeah, as you can see, it takes the shock. it of the front tires, and when it's suspended by both, it leads to it going down. And this is a very unusual setup because in the Jeep Wrangler we had a free rotating axle, and it kind of does do the same thing because there are some disadvantages because if you pop one tire up, another one is going down, so it's like that jerky movement. And yeah, I really like the axle, guys, and it was a surprise. So it's really complex as well, guys, because this took me the most amount of time to build actually. And it has that 2 module or 4 module, I'm not sure, the suspension steering piece that is in the Nissan Skyline, and it steers it quite well. And I'm impressed because this is a small scale vehicle and the suspension and steering can fit in such a complex setup, so I'm quite happy about that. And guys, I meant to mention something about the set. It actually contains a brand new tire element, and it has a new tread pattern and a new diameter. So it really looks really good with the new tread pattern. It's more similar to the Audi RSQ e-tron tire pattern as well as the Mercedes-Benz. And I really thought this was way better than the tractor tires from the previous Jeep Wrangler. And it just gives a more signature off-road look. Because really, guys, look how nice it looks. What's an off-road vehicle without nice off-road tires? So well done, Lego. We really appreciate these tires, and they're absolutely great. So guys, comment down what you really enjoyed about the set. Give me your guys rating. Tell me what you like to see next soon on my channel. Whether you liked this video, subscribe for more videos on studio cables, and I'll see you in the next time. Ciao.